All right, Wolfpack, we did it. Happy Friday. We made another week. Congratulations. Going to finish off the week with a awesome little workout, a very open-like workout. Obviously, it is an old open workout, but going to have a chance to kind of put all the work we've done with the snatch, all the progressions, all the technique work we've done, and do it in a very CrossFit fashion after a Metcon, right? A lot of times, like I said before, we don't always get to lift fresh. We have to bust our ass in a Metcon and then somehow pull ourselves together and hit a heavy lift, especially something as technical as a snatch. So hope you guys have fun with this one tomorrow. It's a great opportunity to put everything together and obviously have some fun. So old open workout, 17.3. It is a short one. It's meant to be very, very intense. You're meant to be moving as close to the entire time as possible. So we're going to make sure that we have the proper weight on the bar and the proper gymnastics movement to do this. So 10 power snatch and then 3 pull-ups or a chest to bar of some kind of gymnastic movement. So the barbell weight should be very, very light. It should be a weight that you can cycle for all 10. However, the combo of the snatch and then pull-ups in a very rapid succession in a short time frame, the power snatches get very, very tough. So I remember in this old open workout, first time we all went through it, we tried to hang on for 10 power snatches as long as we could, and that fell apart very, very fast, which also made the gymnastics movements fall apart even quicker. So this is clearly a grip workout and then a pulling workout, right? You're gripping and pulling the barbell. You're gripping and pulling on the pull-up bar. So make sure we choose an appropriate set on the power snatch to where we can still move through these relatively quick and keep the fatigue down as much as possible, because it's going to get there, it's going to get real, and it's going to be very, very fast. But if we can be smart on the barbell, it's going to help us go later into this workout, okay? So I will recommend, and even, 5 years ago now, we break the power snatches up. It should be a weight that we can do this in 2 sets, and it should be a weight where you can just drop down, grab the bar, and pretty much use all legs to drive above head and really not have to turn over much with the arms. If we're gritting on this barbell at all, it's going to affect the pull-ups, and we want to keep moving. So make sure it's a super, super light weight where you really don't have to think what you're doing other than getting to an extension point, popping the hips, and then pulling under. Another thing you can do on the power snatch is as you're above head, try to get this in the film. As you turn over, you can actually kind of open the palm, let the barbell just sit here. That way you give your grip just a split second of rest rather than gripping, right? That's going to help you a little bit. I don't know if it's going to make a massive difference, but it's going to help keep the fatigue to a little bit lower point. So I think a 6-4 split on this is perfect even from the first round, right? It's going to probably feel good for a couple rounds. Pull-ups are quick, but the power snatch really get challenging. So plus especially when the heart rate gets up and we're hinging back to the ground every time, these add up really, really fast. So 6-4 or 5-5 I think is super appropriate. And then whatever pull-up motion we are choosing for tomorrow, I would recommend making it something you can do all 3 in a row for a good amount of time, right? We don't want to be spending a lot of time doing singles, so if we can get through the first few rounds relatively quick on the pull-up bar, we can focus on breathing on the power snatches, slowing it down a little bit there, and then when we're ready to go to the pull-up bar, we get up there, we rip them out, and then we get back to the power snatch. So for some, this is going to be a power snatch workout. Obviously, if we're doing bar muscle ups, it becomes a bit more technical, and you're going to have to put a lot more effort into the bar muscle up. But from a stimulus perspective, this is something that we should be ripping through rounds. I think some top times in these rounds that we're doing in like 30 seconds or less. Now, I don't expect everybody to do that, but getting through, around a minute, I think would be very, very good. Getting somewhere around 7 rounds in this workout in the open years ago was actually a pretty good score. So hope that helps. Split up the snatches, choose a good gymnastic movement, and then make sure we're breathing, right? Even on our pull-ups, if we can find some way to catch a breath as our power snatches are going, we're inhaling, we're exhaling, we're keeping breath coming in. It's going to keep the pump from accumulating super fast. But again, it's going to get there by minute 2, and it's going to go really, really fast. So just be prepared for that, okay? So we hit the 7-minute AMRAP, and then we go directly into a 1-rep max snatch. We should be opening up with a very, very light weight, something we know we're going to hit, something to kind of transition us from the AMRAP to the snatch. Okay, 8 minutes is a long time. Obviously, there's going to be some fatigue, but the quicker we can get a snatch weight under our belt kind of helps us move from this high intense, AMRAP to a little bit more rested working state in the snatch. So even if it's like you add a few pounds to the power snatch bar that you have set up, I think that's going to help us start to recover, again, transition from the intensity to a little bit more of a lifting. So I would say you probably have an opportunity to hit, depending on how long you rest after the AMRAP, you probably got 4 pretty good attempts. Maybe you can sneak in a couple early ones that are pretty light, but I think you should plan for 4 pretty good attempts. So use obviously, 10 minutes to build. I forgot to go over that. To the opening weight to kind of feel out something that you want to start at, or maybe you build up to something you want to start at and you start maybe 10 or 20 pounds less, and then you get right to that weight. So it's going to be fatigue. We have to focus on getting to our full extension because your midline is going to be taxed and our pull is going to be taxed. So our extension is going in our upper torso, right, is going to be fatigued. So we really have to use the legs. We really got to get tall. And then we have to rely on our speed to get underneath the barbell, especially if we're squat snatching, because we're not going to be able to lift the bar very high. So remember the high hang technique that we did, right, where you get to the full extension, you get that big scarecrow position, and then from there it's on, and we got to get to the bottom of the snatch. These will get easier as you go on, right? You're basically getting 8 minutes of rest. You hit a lift, but then we're standing around, we're resting. So make sure you factor in the fact that you're going to get more recovered as these lifts go on, and your last couple lifts are probably going to feel the best. You're going to be tired, you're going to be fatigued, heart rate's going to be a little bit lower, so we may be able to actually push these weights a little bit more. Plus, you're going to be very, very warm, right? All the 7-minute AMRAPs really going to get your body going. So take that into consideration as well. Other than that, have fun, right? It's a great time. Finish off the Friday strong and get after it. If you have any questions, comment below. Other than that, see you in class. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. Bye!